The following is a presentation of Grayson Publishing.
And here comes Haley down the court, dribbling left-handed, penetrates the lane, puts it up right-handed. That one is good.
On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com. This is Howe Bulldogs basketball.
And now Lopez on the three in the corner. That one is good. Luke.
Howe Bulldogs basketball. Brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Bucksnort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, Tech Wave, and Meacham State Farm.
Lopez has it on the runner, up and in.
Also brought to you by Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance.
Long pass stolen by Haley. He picked it up out of the sky.
Also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, CoreFit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door. On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com. This is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Welcome. I tell you what, Justin White is back with us tonight.
Yes.
Blake Burnett is with us, a statistician. Carson Grogan is with us. He mans all of the technical stuff. This is why you do it. This is why you play all those games. This is a play-in game, basically. It's a playoff game, basically. Whoever wins tonight will be officially in the playoffs. We have Howe and Whitewright, and it's going to be a great one tonight, one would think. Howe won back on January the 19th in pretty good fashion. They were down after one, but came back. So one of the greatest things about that game, if you're a Howe Bulldog fan, they held Aaron Pitt, the great scorer for Whitewright, to 0 points in the first half. He ended up with 6 on the night. Now, that night Noah Campbell was on the team and he was guarding Aaron Pitt. Noah Campbell will not play tonight. His little brother Jacob Campbell will be guarding Aaron Pitt, and that'll be the matchup that everybody's going to watch tonight. Jacob Campbell and Aaron Pitt. And if Jacob Campbell can win that one, if the freshman can hold down the senior, Howe Bulldogs are going to have a pretty good chance to win this basketball game tonight, Justin.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun game here, this playoff game with the atmosphere. And basically, Howe loses, you get ready for baseball season after this. So you win and you're in. So this is going to be a fun game. In that first game, too, Austin Haley didn't play that first game. Right. So he's going to be he's playing here tonight. So throw down one Campbell and throw another Campbell in against the big score Pitt.
Yeah, it should be a great one tonight. Haley playing is a huge factor, as you mentioned, being on the court. He's superb defensively, good offensive player, drives to the bucket. What he does the best, perhaps, he draws charges.
Yep.
And I've been wondering if I'm ever going to get through a broadcast without saying the name Jenna Honore ever again. But that's what he does. He plays the role of Jenna Honore, where he takes, multiple charges per game, and he's very effective at doing that.
Very good defensively. He's a smart player and does a lot offensively as well. He's going to be. It'll be interesting to see how he adjusts here in this game. Not playing that first game against Whitewright.
Another thing that Howe is going to have to do is have Jake Faubacher, the senior, drive the bucket. During the middle of the district, when they started ramping things up, a lot of it had to do with Faubacher and his ability to drive to the goal. He's never done that before until this season. And give a lot of credit to Jay Forsyth for telling him, and instructing his players to go to the bucket. And they've done a great job of doing that so far this year, and hopefully it'll continue on past tonight.
That's one of the things I was thinking about getting ready for this game was, I think Faubacher's got to be more aggressive, put the ball on the floor. And I think Colby Taylor down in the trenches, down the paint, is going to have to be aggressive as well as far as just pulling down rebounds and playing good defensive ball down for the big guy, Colby Taylor.
That's another matchup we're going to have to watch tonight is Colby Taylor and Xavier Dunlap. That's going to be a big matchup underneath to see who can win that battle. It's going to be a good one. We got about 4 minutes or so before we do all the festivities, national anthem and all that. The Howe Bulldogs come in at 9-8 on the year, 7-6 in district. Everybody else played a lot more games than that. Howe had some COVID situations earlier in their season and didn't get started till late. And Howe, with only 17 games played, everybody else well over 20 in the district. So, and Howe really needed those extra games to get going. They weren't able to get those games in, but you're looking at Bells, who's played 21 games, and Pottsboro, who's played 23 games, and Blue Ridge, who's played 26 games. And Howe they didn't get that. They didn't get that time together that some of the other teams did. But what Howe does really well is play defense. They're giving up 41.82 so far this year. Now 44.77 in district play. And that's good because, you look at the record and they're a game over 500 in both columns. They're not scoring very well. They average 41.06, which is okay. That's pretty good, but that's not a great high-powering offense by any means. And in district play, they step it up a little bit, scoring 42.62. But if you look at both of those numbers, they're averaging giving up more points than they score. However, when a game matters and they need those games, those big games, they're able to pull them out. When they get beat by Pottsboro, they get beat by a lot. But when they win against teams they need to win, they usually squeak it out 2 or 3 or 4 points, and that's been their MO so far.
And one thing I like about Coach Forsyth's team here is he utilizes personnel. This is not a team that's going to run and gun and blow anybody out as far as what do you call them, jack 'em up sallies. They're not going to throw threes from all over the place and 3-on-2 fast breaks. They're going to be an efficient offense. They're going to run their motion type of offense, a lot of ball movement, a lot of screens. And on the defensive end, they're just going to play discipline. They're going to get after you. They're going to move their feet. They're going to communicate and try to keep the game as close as they can.
Howe is very good. Like you mentioned, they don't want to stand out there and launch threes all day, but if you get in a zone, they'll do it. Just like every other team, if you force them in a zone, they're going to have to shoot out of it. They don't have the dominating big man to kind of break through that zone. So you got to win the outside game. But if you put the Bulldogs in a situation of man, they can really do more damage to you on that man offense because they're very well disciplined in it. But defense is where that's their bread and butter. They play great defense. They play great man, and when they go to the zone, which is not too terribly often, they're just good defensively.
And I think that comes from Coach Forsyth and his years of expertise in coaching.
The game on January the 19th was a 45-41 win at Howe, and Howe has been pretty much dominant at home. Only their second road win earlier in the week when they traveled to Leonard and got the win over there, 48-38 win at Leonard. Only the second road win. So it was challenging when you saw the schedule coming up. You got to win both games this week to get in the playoffs, and they're both on the road.
Yeah, they have not been road warriors this year.
So we've got what appears to be the national anthem coming up. And we'll let you listen to it in its entirety. That is our national anthem. And yeah, they play it here in Whitewright, unlike unlike down in Dallas.
Right.
And, of course, I guess they have to do that now.
They changed the rule, changed it up on that.
Come on, you can. Here's the starting lineup. They called Austin Haley now Jake Faubacher, Jacob Campbell, the freshman, and Cameron Lakeford with his third consecutive start. And Colby Taylor rounds out the starters. As I was saying, hey, the Dallas Mavericks, you can bring back your green jerseys and your 1980s look that make guys like me really want to, tune in and watch the NBA. But hey, you pull stuff like that, and I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Let's change the channel.
Rubbed a lot of people wrong.
Tonight, starting for Whitewright, will be Caden Caraway, Aaron Pitt, and Riley Evans, Caleb Kinnemer, and Xavier Cox Dunlap, your starters tonight for the Whitewright Tigers. Whitewright comes in tonight with a record of 15-8 on the year and 8-5 on the season. 5 losses. The loss column is what you're going to look at in district play. And 5 losses is where Whitewright sits. Howe with 6 losses. So if Howe wins tonight, they both have 6 losses. And since Howe won early in the season, they would hold the tiebreaker because they would have beaten them twice. That's what Howe wants to do tonight. Here's the tip-off, and Colby Taylor controls it easily back to Faubacher. Campbell has it, and now to Langford, back to Campbell, across the line to Colby Taylor. Langford now a long pass right wing. Very high is Campbell. Now to Faubacher, top of the key. Looking left side and has Langford. Rotation. Getting the pick from Haley. Now Faubacher, top of the key. Guarded by Evans. Ball is picked away from him, and Faubacher gets it back to Langford at the very top. Now Campbell drives the bucket from the corner. It's up. It's blocked partially. And saved by Dunlap back in. And now Aaron Pitt all alone down the other side. Drives the bucket and travels. Thought for a moment he was going to draw a foul on Campbell, but he traveled apparently.
Tried to change direction there, tried to squeeze in between 2 defenders there and got caught for moving his feet.
So Howe, we're just underway here in the first quarter. 7:12 on the clock. Campbell down to Austin Haley. Wide open, and he kicks it over to Langford in the corner for 3 off the back of the rim, and no good. Rebounded by Evans. And a long pass to Pitt, and Haley picks it away, but it ends up in the hands of Evans again. And now Pitt, left side to Evans. Caraway inside, and the jumper is no good by Dunbar, and it's rebounded by Haley with 6:41, looking for our first points of the night so far. Haley quickly down the court to the right side. Faubacher in the corner. He'll switch places, and he'll go up to the top. Campbell will move from left wing down in the near corner. Campbell to Faubacher, top of the key. Quick pass to Haley, left side. Couple of dribbles, picks up his dribble, goes to Taylor at the right elbow, and now Haley wants to drive the bucket. The runner is blocked by Caraway and into the arms of Pitt. 6:12 left to go in the first. No score, we're just underway. Evans is going to drive on Faubacher. A quick pass underneath to Dunbar, across the lane, and a foul's been called.
A charge was called on Evans.
Oh.
Colby
Offensive
Taylor
foul?
was set. Colby Taylor set and Evans got called for the charge.
Whitewright's playing pretty good defense so far here. They've had a steal and a block and then a deflection earlier.
So here comes Campbell, the right side of the lane. We have a vantage point from the very corner. Langford to top of the key to Haley, now in the corner to Campbell. Cut off by Pitt, now top of the key. Faubacher looking for somewhere to go with it, picks up his dribble. Now a pass underneath to Colby Taylor, goes right to the bucket, straight up and off the glass and good. Those are our first points of the night, and it's Colby Taylor off the glass against Dunbar.
Good job there by Taylor down in the trenches there, used his body, good position.
Good pass by Faubacher as well there.
Aaron Pitt, right wing up top. Now left wing, and that's Caraway feeding Dunbar underneath. They give and go to Caraway, who misses the runner, rebounded by Jacob Campbell quickly to Austin Haley. Dribbles behind his back to get away from Caraway. He'll set up in the right corner. And now up to Langford near the bottom of the corner. Faubacher, top of the key. Left wing to Haley. Looking for somewhere to go. A lot of rotation. Moving across the lane. Cutters everywhere. Langford from 3. He pulls it back. Now top of the key for Campbell, who backs it up. They're going to reset. Faubacher setting the pick on Pitt, but Campbell's going to run around him. Good pass underneath to Langford, but it gets away from him. Now Faubacher comes up with it, drives the bucket, and draws the foul on Dunbar. A nice job by Faubacher there to just take it to the hole.
I like that. He found a loose ball there on the floor, picked it up, put it on the ground, and just went to the basket and said, I'm going to the basket one way or another. You're going to foul me or I'm going to go straight to it. And they fouled him. He'll go to the charity stripe.
And his first shot rolls around the rim and in and good. And Howe has a 3-point lead. Second shot by Faubacher rolls around the rim, and it finally rolls in. 4-0 Howe with 4:31 on the clock. Pitt will bring it up the court for Whitewright to the right side. And they rotate around. Evans now in the corner. Now Caraway. And driving to the bucket is Pitt. Rolls in, rolls out, grabbed by Faubacher. And he's looking for somewhere to go. He's got Taylor quickly down the court to Campbell. Campbell all alone, goes right to the bucket. Right-handed layup off the glass is good from the left side. And a timeout's been called after Howe jumps out to an early 6-0 lead with 4:05 left to go in the first.
Great hesitation dribble there by Jacob Campbell. Came in at a 2-on-1 situation, thought about passing, slowed down and sped up, put on the gas, and went up for the layup.
So far, so good. I would say this is a pretty good start.
Yeah, they look very poised on offense. It was a little shaky there at first. Faubacher had one stolen, and like I said, Campbell had one blocked, but looks like here in transition they're doing all right.
The defense Howe is playing is stellar so far tonight. Aaron is 0 for 3 shooting, and Caraway's been blocked twice. Colby Taylor doing a great job on Dunlap so far.
Teams make their way back out on the court, and it'll be Evans into Aaron. And now here's left wing Caraway. And a long pass is caught by Pitt and put right up. That was a good looking. I guess that was a pass. It wasn't a shot, was it?
I don't think
it was a set play.
So here's Haley dribbling baseline. Is cut off out to Faubacher. Thought about the 3 from the corner. Didn't shoot it. Pulled it now out to Campbell, left wing. Very high, guarded by Pitt. 3:27 on the clock. Looking for a screen by Taylor. Now in the corner to Langford. Langford, a right-handed dribble once, picks it up, throws it to Haley, top of the key. Now over to Campbell, right wing. Bounce pass inside to Colby Taylor, up and bounces out. A little body action there, but no call. And Pitt quickly down the court to the right side. He's going to take the lane, up, off the glass, no good, no foul. Rebounded by Faubacher. It's 6-2, 3:02 on the clock here in the first. Campbell guarded by Pitt. Dribbling left-handed, Pitt takes it away from him for a moment, but ends up in Faubacher's hands. Now Langford. Now Campbell again, top of the key, guarded by Pitt. Faubacher, top of the key, guarded by Evans. Now Haley, right wing. Dribbles left-handed towards the top of the key. A bounce pass to Faubacher. He gets away. Faubacher ends up with it, but they're going to call. What's the call there?
They're saying it was, one official was saying backcourt, the other one saying it was tipped. So that you can go back and get the ball, which has been tipped, and I think they agreed that it was tipped, and Howe retained possession.
Hey, a big crowd tonight for Howe. If you're wondering, Whitewright, they don't have much of a crowd tonight, but they have a girls' playoff game going on, so that's the difference. Campbell dribbles between his legs, top of the key, 2:28 on the clock. Langford right wing. Colby Taylor fighting underneath. Faubacher now up top. Makes a move, and Haley's going to shoot the 3 left wing off the front of the rim. No good, bounces a couple of times, volleyball's out. Faubacher gets it, goes up with it, and that's no good, and rebounded. Actually, there's a foul call. Is that on Taylor?
Yes, it was on
I believe so.
That's his first foul of the night. 2:11 on the clock.
Taylor is working hard on the boards, too. He tipped the ball out. He was the reason that Fallbacher got that offensive rebound. But now he's going to go to the bench with his first foul.
So Evans will inbound to Pitt, who will walk it up the court. No pressure. 2:07 on the clock. He goes to the right side, right wing, now in the corner. And a pass underneath to Evans is knocked out of bounds by Fallbacher. And Whitewright will retain possession. Inbound pass to Pitt, middle of the lane. The runner, upper jumper is good. And it's a 2-point game. 1:53 on the clock here in the first. Low scoring, very defensive first quarter. Pass to Langford. That's the way Howe likes it. Campbell, left wing, shot, 3-point. That's nothing in the bottom of the rim after it bangs around a little bit. And it's 9-4, 5-point game.
That's a freshman,
on the clock.
That's
Evans hits the runner, the cutter through the lane. And the shot is no good. Rebounded by Eli Wilson. And now a scramble for it as Haley has to run and dive for it on the floor. And we have a bad angle. I can't really see through this Gatorade bucket, so I don't know exactly what happened there. But it's good because the Howe crowd cheered.
Yeah, Allison Haley was on the floor for it. I think it was a jump. Was that a jump ball? Wait.
No, it was a foul on Caden Tearaway from Whitewright. He pushed Austin Haley going for the loose ball.
So Campbell will have Fallbacher now top of the key. He'll turn around at the elbow and swing it back to Campbell. Fallbacher switched places with Wilson. And Campbell's all alone up top, guarded by Pitt, looking for somewhere to go with it. Needs a little help, needs some action. Everybody just kind of standing around. 55 seconds on the clock. Langford now back to Campbell from the corner. Campbell points with his left finger, index finger, for Fallbacher to come to the top of the key, and he does. Now Haley to the right wing, guarded by Caraway. Eli Wilson hits the floor. Now Campbell thought about the three from the corner, steps up a little bit, nails it. Bottom of the net, 11-4, Howe in the lead. 32 seconds on the clock here in the first.
Pretty stroke by Campbell. Pretty stroke.
That's 7 for Campbell here in the
Evans
first.
makes a move on Fallbacher, goes to the lane, but he misses the layup. It ends up in the hands of Whitewright and Aaron Pitt, but it's knocked away by Langford, but they're going to call Langford for a foul there.
Yeah, Langford with the foul. He didn't have to do. He was trying to reach in and knock the ball away and got slapped on the hand. So not a smart foul there by Cameron Langford.
Checking into the game for Whitewright is Jeremiah Ballard. He'll check in for Dunlap. So Caraway, top of the key, 17 seconds. Pitt. And now the runner through the middle of the lane is up and no good, but a foul's been called on Howe with 8 seconds. And that was Camarillo in the middle of the lane.
Looked like he traveled first, but they called a foul on Eli Wilson getting the body there, going for the block.
And the first shot is good, 11-5. 8.4 on the clock. Howe's going to try to quickly get down the floor with it. There is a roller that rolls in, 11-7. So down the court, Campbell quickly. Fallbacher's going to kick it out to Langford in the corner, all alone, three off the back of the rim, no good, and we have expired our first quarter time. 11-6 is what the scoreboard reads. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, all right. I thought we had an extra one, but we did not. 11-6. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Howe Bulldogs basketball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Uxnort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, Tech Wave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bred Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door, on the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com. This is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Back to action for the second quarter. Monty Walker along with Justin White, Blake Burnett, and Carson Grogan from Whitewright, Texas, where it's an 11-6 game. Howe in the lead early on. And Pitt has it. He'll dribble up to the middle of the court. Just underway here in the second. A bounce pass underneath to Camarillo, and the give back to Pitt, and the runner, this time he makes the layup and brings it within 3 at 8-11, 7:44 on the clock, just underway. Howe's first possession of the second quarter. We'll see Campbell bring it up. Now in the corner to Haley, who dribbles it near the top. Langford at the very top. Now right wing Campbell looks at Wilson for a moment. Now Faubacher at top of the key, guarded by Evans. Langford thought about it left side, and now up top to Haley. Haley will dribble left-handed, now cross dribble. Now right wing to Faubacher. Cross action underneath from Wilson to Campbell, and now Campbell up top. Bounce pass inside to Haley. He puts it up. It's blocked by Caraway, and Whitewright ends up with the ball, and Pitt has it in his hands down the right side of the court, guarded by Campbell. Evans guarded by Faubacher. A bounce pass underneath stolen by Wilson, and he'll give it to Haley, who will bring it up with 6:56 on the clock. 11-8, Howe in the lead early in the second. A bounce pass to Campbell, right side. Did not hit the cutter Langford, and now Faubacher top of the key. A pass underneath, a great pass by Faubacher to Austin Haley, who puts up the jumper, but it's no good, but he does draw the foul.
That was a good little backdoor pass there to Haley. A good job by him to be aggressive. Hung in the air long enough to get the shot off and draw contact and go to the line.
Jason Kidd type look there.
That really was.
Faubacher.
It was.
Haley's shot is good. It's a 4-point game. Gets a clap from Wilson and Campbell. And Haley will bounce twice, bend his knees, and the second shot is also good. 13-8, Howe in the lead. 6:38 on the clock. Pitt will bring it up right side. Now to Evans, top of the key. Now back right side to Pitt. Now back to Evans, guarded by Faubacher. A pass underneath to Ballard, who kicks it out to the side, and that's going to be blocked by Haley, who's going to get called for a foul. I'm a long way away with a Gatorade bucket right in front of my face, but I thought that was clean.
It was all ball.
That was very
Austin
clean.
Haley never gets mad at a call, and he was mad at that call. That was all ball.
So Haley picks up his first.
It was kind of a late whistle, it felt like, too.
Yes.
Shooting the free throws is Zyrion Daniels. He's the young man who was fouled by Haley. He hits his first one, and the high arch shot is good for the second one. It's back to a 3-point game, 13-10. That's the ticket. Campbell will bring it up left side of the court, bounce pass to Faubacher, top of the key. He'll hand off to Campbell, who will bring it to the right side of the court. A chest pass to Faubacher. Thought about Wilson at the high post, but now Campbell has it, right elbow, a pass to Wilson, who turns around, nice ball fake, but to Haley, left wing. Dribbles between his legs a couple of times. And now a pass to Campbell, guarded by Pitt. Langford thought about it, now right elbow. Good pass by Wilson underneath the Faubacher. Got to get out of the lane. Wilson with the runner is no good, rebounded by Pitt. And there's 5:36 on the clock. 3-point game. And now the running jumper off the glass is good by Daniels, and it's a 1-point game. 5:22 on the clock. Campbell left side in the corner for Langford. Dribbles once up top of the key for Haley, who wants to shoot the three off the left side of the rim, and no good. 5:08 on the clock.
I thought maybe you got hit on that one there.
Whitewright has a chance for their first lead of the night as Pitt will bring it down. Right wing, now Evans up top in the corner. Dribbling to the bucket is Daniels, and now he'll pass it out to Pitt for three. That's no good, rebounded by Faubacher. He'll kick it over to Haley, who'll bring it up. 4:47 on the clock. Haley right side, guarded by Daniels. A bounce pass in the corner to Langford. Faubacher, top of the key, swings it over to Haley, left wing. Haley guarded by Daniels. Now Campbell, right wing, guarded by Pitt. Thought about it. Now kicks it inside to Wilson. Campbell turns, shoots the running jumper. It's no good. And that's skyhook Sammy with the missed shot that time. Evans is going to take it all the way in, try to feed underneath to Ballard. It ends up in the hands of Caraway, and it's stolen by Haley. And that's not Caraway, that was Camarillo. So Haley has it top of the key with a 1-point lead for Howe. 4:05 on the clock here in the second. Langford left wing. Top of the key to Faubacher, almost stolen away. Faubacher goes up with it, draws another foul on Evans. That's his second, I believe.
Yes, that is his second.
As Faubacher's done a pretty good job of attacking the bucket so far.
Again, I talked about that in the pregame. That was one of the X factors, I think, is Faubacher being aggressive with the ball when he has it. And he's done that a couple of times. He's gone to the basket, put the ball on the ground, and drawn the foul.
You got to make your your free throws, young man. You missed the front end. 3:57 on the clock. And the second one is good. So Howe with a 2-point lead. Dunbar checks back in for Ballard. And Pitt will bring it up to the right side. Swing it around. Daniels guarded by Haley. And a lob pass underneath, no good. And a foul is called on Jacob Campbell, apparently. It was an alley-oop type pass.
It looked like Dunlap just missed the ball, and then they blew the whistle. I mean, I don't have like a perfect view through the players, but
at least you don't have a Gatorade jug right in front of you.
That's true.
So Whitewright will inbound. A lob pass right elbow to Pitt. We'll bring it out a little bit. And now Daniels, top of the key. Now Pitt cut off as he thought about it. A long three by Evans. That's not Evans. That's Kinnemer. And Whitewright takes their first lead of the night, 15-14. 3:20 on the clock here in the second. Faubacher, top of the key, picks up his dribble. Langford's going to shoot a three and not answer back. But Faubacher grabs it, passes out to Campbell. Campbell to Faubacher, corner, thought about it. Now passes it out to Campbell. He'll shoot the three. That one's off the side of the rim, no good. Colby Taylor comes down with it. The ball swatted away from Daniels, and now is Haley going to be called for the foul?
Yeah.
After all of that, they're going to call Haley on a foul.
Well, I tell you, on the boards down there in the paint, you better bring your hard hat because they are. It is not for the timid down there. And Colby Taylor's down there banging around down there with the big dogs down there.
There was a lot of contact and then a little bitty ticky-tack foul at the end where Haley got called. Here's Evans. He's going to pass in the corner to Daniels, guarded by Haley. Now up top, Evans is cut off by Faubacher. A pass to the left side, and now Pitt's going to take it from the left to the right, off the back of the glass, no good. He tries to get his own rebound, volleyballs it away to Daniels in the corner. Now up top, Kinnemer. All alone for three is Evans, off the back of the rim and no good. Faubacher underneath gets the rebound. 15-14, Whitewright in the lead, 2:25 on the clock here in the second. Haley's going to drive to the right side all the way, draw the foul. The shot is no good as Haley's left feet came up right underneath the official, and that looked like it could have been very bad.
Yes,
I don't know if he had his cup on or not.
I think all the guys were kind of like cringing there for just a few seconds. Those legs came up and came to a sensitive area.
So shooting the shot, the foul shot is Haley, and he hits the front end. And the game is tied at 15. Howe with a chance to regain the lead with 2:21 on the clock here in the second. Bounces a few times. Haley bends his knees. Second shot. That's good. Howe regains the lead, 16-15, 2:20 on the clock. Pitt will bring it up to the right side. And he'll be guarded by Campbell when he gets there, and he is. And he's going to drive to the baseline, now in the corner. Now left wing shot for three, and that one is good. And that's Camarillo. And he just heaved it up there, and it went in, 18-16. A minute 58 before the half. Haley guarded by Daniels at the very top of the key. A bounce pass left-handed to Faubacher. Faubacher now to Campbell, left wing. Campbell back to Faubacher, top of the key. Guarded by Camarillo. Faubacher drives to the elbow. A bounce pass underneath to Taylor. Off the glass and no good. A lot of contact by Evans, no call. Pitt has it to the right side. 1:32 on the clock. Pitt's going to drive the bucket and now kick it out to the corner. That's Daniels for the long three, no good. Rebounded by Taylor. And Taylor looking for someone to give it to. He hands it to Campbell coming up the middle of the court. Turns Pitt around a couple of times and now he stops and backs up near midcourt. Long pass in the corner to Haley. Haley thought about the cutter, Faubacher, but now up top to Langford. Now to right wing, Campbell, guarded by Pitt. Faubacher, top of the key, guarded by Camarillo. Langford, left wing. Colby Taylor cuts across the lane. A lot of banging going on in there. Right side, Faubacher for three. Off the backside of the rim, no good. Taylor goes up for it and can't come down with it. And Whitewright comes down with the ball. Langford wanted a call, but Kinnemer has it left wing. Guarded by Campbell. And now a traveling is going to be called on Evans. And Howe will have possession with 40 seconds left before the half.
So far, it's about what we expect right here. This is a battle right now.
2-point game with Whitewright in the lead. Campbell will bring it up the left side. Haley will go left. And now Faubacher top of the key. Now Campbell right wing. Gets a pick from Colby Taylor, a great pick. Give Taylor the credit there as Campbell sinks it. It was a beautiful pick by Taylor. 19 seconds on the clock, and that ties the game. Pitt will bring it up right side. Between the legs goes Pitt. They're going to play for the last shot here in the half. Tie ball game. Pitt guarded mano a mano on Campbell. Shoots the three, and that's off the side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Langford, and it's going to end the first half as Campbell with the heave shot, but it was the time had expired by the time he threw it up, but it almost went in. And we have a great basketball game in Whitewright, Texas, where it's tied up 18-18, and we're going to halftime. We'll be right back.
Howe Bulldogs basketball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Bucks North Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, TechWave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door. On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Hey, what a beautiful game we have over here in Whitewright. 18-18, knotted up. I think this is what we wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah, close game. They're banging around down in the post. There's a lot of ball movement, a lot of just some good play from both teams. You could tell it's a playoff-type atmosphere. Again, tied at 18 here at the half. I'm Justin White alongside Blake the Blizzard Burnett. Blake, what are your thoughts here on the first half, man?
A lot of screen and rescreening, not basketball of the early 2000s. It's more like 1980s basketball, old school.
A lot of chest passes, a lot of bounce passes, screens. There's not a lot of running guns and alley-oops and dunks or anything like that, but it's fun to watch.
They are playing the way Michael Jordan wanted the game to play, not the way Stephen Curry wanted the game played here tonight.
It's very slow down, but I think that works to really both teams. I don't think definitely Howe does not want to get into any kind of a track meet, and Whitewright, who can put up probably a little bit more points per game than Howe, they're probably not wanting to get in too much one of either.
I do agree that Howe does not want this to be a shootout, and if you're Whitewright, you may want to try to make it that way in the second half. They do have capable shooters, and right now they're just using their size down low to get their 18 points. And Howe's really, everyone's scoring for Howe.
And when I was watching Whitewright, the way they play, they shot the ball okay as far as beyond the arc, but it seemed like their bread and butter is going into the paint and driving the ball and either drawing a foul or just somehow getting to the bucket. It didn't seem like they're as comfortable shooting the ball from long range.
It didn't seem like that there in the first half, but I believe on the season they have way more three-pointers made than Howe, as Howe's a layup or free throw type team. Whitewright is showing that they are capable of playing that game here tonight. They both play this slow-paced offense where you look for your best shot, no one takes a contested shot, and sometimes teams think that that's the best offense, but when it's leading to turnovers and steals by the defense, you're not even getting a shot up, so I don't see how you can always say that's the best offense.
Jacob Campbell leads the way for the Bulldogs here, and I'll let you get stats here in a second, with 9 points. And I tell you, I'm so impressed by the way he runs his offense and the way he handles himself, how poised he is, all as a freshman.
Yeah, he has great poise out there, and he's making the defender guess where he's going to go, and then when he guesses wrong, he gets that nice little pull-up, and he has a great pull-up from two.
Man.
And that's the forgotten shot in today's basketball, and he's making it drop tonight.
Yeah, we've seen him do it a couple of times, little mid-range jumpers, because he gets the ball and he surveys the defense, and then uses like his jab step. That was that triple threat you always learn about when you're learning basketball: shoot, pass, or drive.
Yep.
And he does a good job of that. He's done a good job passing the ball too, and he's been able to find Colby Taylor a couple of times under the basket. Fallbacher flashing to the basket, he's been able to find him. So he's just got really good court vision.
And I would like to say that he has 9 points on Whitewright's best defender, who's primarily defending him tonight is Aaron Pitt, on the freshman Jacob Campbell. And Jacob Campbell so far is winning the battle, as he has 9 points and 2 rebounds. Aaron Pitt for Whitewright has 6 points, though, of his own. He has 5 rebounds, and he's made 2 nice passes for buckets for Whitewright, as he adds 2 assists. But at the half, we're 18-18. Whitewright's leading scorer is Aaron Pitt with 6. They have Caleb Kinnemar with 3. He made a nice three-pointer from a pass from Pitt. Riley Evans has 2 rebounds. Caden Caraway has an assist and 2 nice blocks. He didn't get to play much in the second quarter due to foul trouble. Dunlap has just 2 rebounds tonight, no points so far, he's usually a top scorer for Whitewright. Jeremiah Camelio has 5 points. He made a three-pointer as well.
For his family that's listening, Camarillo. I'll do it. That's okay.
Camarillo. Zarion Daniels adds 4 points off the bench. He came in as a spark plug and made 2 free throws and a runner for Whitewright. Howe. Jacob has 9. He has 2 rebounds as well. Austin Haley has 4, all from the free throw line. He has 4 of 4 from the line tonight. He adds an assist and a steal. Jake Fallbacher has 3 points, all from the free throw line. He is 3 of 4 from the line tonight. He had 6 rebounds, though, an assist and a steal, though. Colby Taylor has 2 points and 3 rebounds. He's really banging down low with Dunlap from Whitewright every possession. Cameron Langford adds a rebound, Eli Wilson a rebound, and Eli Wilson has a steal as well.
Yeah, that battle down there with Colby Taylor and Dunlap, and then Evans down there too. Both of them are.
Yeah, Evans uses his weight really well. He's not the tallest, but he'll move people out the way.
And Colby Taylor's really aggressive down there. I like the way he's been playing tonight.
Hey, again, our favorite fan is listening tonight. Vanna Foster, going to say hi to Vanna. I know she's got a lot of things to listen to and try to take care of tonight, but we appreciate her tuning in, listening to this game out. The Howe Bulldogs, you have to remember how far they've come in 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're talking about a team who had 2 district wins a year ago. And to be sitting in a situation where you win, you're in the playoffs is just a dramatic turnaround from a year ago. And we're talking about a team that, you know, we're talking about a bunch of seniors on from either side. Last year, you really had 2 senior starters. And this year, right now, you've got Fallbacher and Cameron Langford. The future looks pretty bright here for the Howe Bulldogs.
It really does. I mean, you got Jacob Campbell, who's a freshman.
Austin Haley, a
Austin
sophomore.
Austin Haley was a sophomore.
You're losing Colby Taylor. I mean,
do.
that's another one. Because he has come light years from where he was a year ago.
Yeah, he's progressed so much this year. And you got the Lopez boys coming back next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe one of them can stay healthy.
Yeah.
And then Cooper Jones is also he's
Cooper
on the
Jones,
bench, but he'll be
the future's
an
bright.
asset. Yeah.
Future's bright.
Cooper
here.
Jones is getting great experience just being on the bench here tonight.
Yep, absolutely. And, he may play a role somewhere down the road here in this season if Howe's able to win tonight.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
You just never know.
And it'll be fun to see what Coach Forsythe, with his experience coaching, what he can do with some of these younger guys as they get this experience.
So the Bulldogs and Whitewright will come back out on the court for the second half. And Faubacher is going to inbound to Campbell, and the whistle has blown, and we're underway. Tie ball game, 18 up. Campbell will dribble to the right side. Haley in the corner, dribbles up to the right wing. Cross dribble now through his legs. Left-handed dribbling, looking for somewhere to go. Finds Campbell at the top of the key. Faubacher communicating to Haley. A lot of communication on the court. Haley now right wing. Dribbles a couple of times. A pass to Campbell, top of the key, guarded by Pitt. A cutter is Lankford from one side to the other, and he has it now right wing. Faubacher, top of the key, going to drive the bucket. Now kick it out to Taylor with the long shot up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Whitewright, and here comes Aaron Pitt down the court, guarded by Campbell. He's going to drive on Campbell and now kick it out to the top to Evans. Now in the corner, long shot for three, and that one is good. As that's Kennemer right on top of Lankford for the three. They take a three-point lead with 7:03 to go in the third. Campbell now top of the key, guarded by Evans tightly. He'll dribble over to the right side and hand off to Lankford. Now right elbow to Colby Taylor. Now Campbell in the corner to Haley rather, and he'll shoot the runner. That's off the glass and no good, into the arms of Whitewright. And here comes Pitt again with 6:43 on the clock. He'll turn and hand to Kennemer, top of the key. Rotation around the line. Faubacher knocked it away from Evans for a moment, but they regain it. Kennemer now to Pitt. Pitt thought about driving to the right side. Evans guarded by Faubacher. Now Pitt, right wing on Campbell, driving to the bucket, puts it up middle of the lane. That's no good. And Colby Taylor goes up for it. It's knocked off of his hands and out of bounds. And Howe will have possession with 6:20 on the clock.
Good solid defense there by the Bulldogs in that possession. Kind of contested every shot, stayed with their man, fought through the screens. Good job there by the Bulldogs in that defensive set.
6:14 on the clock. Campbell left side of the court near midcourt, motioning for Haley to come across. And this is Faubacher right side for three, and that's good. It ties the game. Big shot there by the senior with 5:58. And Pitt will bring it up to the right side of the court. Kennemer in the corner. He switches with Evans, who wasn't expecting the pass, but he recovers. Kennemer thought the three. Evans guarded by Faubacher. Long pass to Pitt on the corner on the other side, and he answers Faubacher right back with a three of his own. And Whitewright takes a three-point lead, 24-21 with 5:31 on the clock.
Good cross-court pass from Evans to Pitt there.
Faubacher, top of the key to Lankford. A bad pass. It's stolen by Kennemer. Easy layup from one side to the other. You got to watch your passes. And now a quick inbound pass to Haley from Faubacher. And now a 5-point lead. Whitewright's largest advantage so far tonight. Haley will dribble to the right side of the lane. Goes up on the runner, off the glass, and that's good. 3-point game, 5:03 on the clock.
Good answer there by Haley. They kind of needed that right now when they're down by 5.
Just under 5 minutes to go in the third. Pitt to the corner, a bounce pass back to Pitt. That was beautiful. And he draws the foul on Campbell, the freshman, who just looks at the floor for a moment and slumps his shoulders as Pitt will go to the line on the back end of this 3-point play.
That's just Pitt with the experience and the speed and just kind of outdoing the freshman there.
Well, he kicked it out to the right side to Evans, who quickly bounced past it right back to him. And Pitt capitalizes on the 3-point play, and now it's a 6-point game. Is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
29-23. Campbell left side of the lane to Taylor. Now Campbell top of the key. Dribbles to the right side. Now backs it up. Right wing. Looks for a pick by Faubacher. Runs right into Evans. And a foul's going to be called on Evans. That's his third.
Yep.
4:26 on the clock. Howe trails by 6. Checking into the game is Daniels for Whitewright. Checking out is Evans. Langford to inbound. And he does so to Campbell. Dribbling left-handed, top of the key. Now to Haley, left side, jumper, that's good. And now we're looking at a 4-point lead. And what's the call? I missed something down there.
It looked like he was inbounds when he threw it in there. A legal inbound.
A break there for the Bulldogs in.
And Fahlbacher goes up for it, and he is fouled on the inbound. So Fahlbacher's done a great job at drawing fouls tonight, if anything else. Not on the scoreboard a lot, but picking up those fouls.
That's Dunlap's third, too.
And Dunlap came across and just clubbed Fahlbacher. I mean, I know you want to make it count, but my gosh.
And he makes it count right there as he hits the first one. And it's a 3-point game with 4:14 in the third. And the second shot is no good. And it goes out of bounds and off of Whitewright, and Howe will have retained possession.
Yeah, Pitt tried to come down with the rebound, and he just knocked it out of bounds there.
A big shout out to Austin Haley's grandmother that's listening.
Good.
I'm sorry if you. Oh, there's a pass underneath to Colby Taylor, rebounded by Fahlbacher and put back up. And the foul is called. Fahlbacher draws another one.
That's
so
like,
it's a 1-point game, and he can tie it here.
it's like they've gone like a 5-0 run with everything being down on that end there. There have been a couple of turnovers there by Whitewright.
Timeout's been called. We'll take 1-2 right back.
Howe Bulldogs basketball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Bucksnort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, TechWave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door. On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Fahlbacher's second shot is good and ties the game at 4:04 at the 4:04 mark, 29-29. Down the court is Whitewright. Kinnemer dribbling to Pitt, middle of the lane rather. And now Camarillo trapped in the corner to Pitt, long three, and that one's good. And Pitt starting to fire it up a little bit here. It was a 3-bomb in the corner, 3:42 on the clock.
That's 15 for Pitt now.
Haley, guarded by Camarillo, will cross dribble and bring it up to the top of the key. Fahlbacher, it looks like he's going to set a pick, but Haley runs right through it. Looking for somewhere to go. He picks up his dribble. Now a pass to Taylor at the high post. Taylor doesn't dribble, but he kicks it out to Campbell, left wing. 3:14 on the clock. Whitewright with a 3-point lead. We're in the third quarter. Campbell's going to drive the bucket. He's cut off by Pitt. Colby Taylor in the corner, back to Campbell. Campbell thought about the shot, pulled it back down, and is going to set everything back up. Fahlbacher, right wing, guarded by Daniels. He'll go to the bucket, stop at right elbow, and kick it out to Campbell, or Langford rather, top of the key. Langford to Campbell. Left wing, guarded by Pitt. A bounce pass underneath to Colby Taylor, who draws the foul on Caraway.
That's Caraway's third, I believe.
That is his third.
Whitewright has 3 starters with 3 fouls: Dunlap, Caraway, and Evans.
So again, a shout out to Austin Haley's grandmother who's listening. Hello.
Haley's having a good game tonight.
Hello, Mrs. Haley. Here's an inbound from Lankford. A long pass in 5 seconds is going to be called, perhaps. No, what is that?
A timeout.
Timeout. Howe to prevent the 5 seconds. It was a very headsy call by Jay Forsyth there to grab that timeout before possession went the other way.
You know, and we talked about the pregame is how can't afford to get into any kind of a shootout. But so far, they've been able to kind of answer every little point, every three, every good shot that that Whitewright has had, only down by 3.
Who's our stat leaders so far tonight?
For Howe, Jake Fallbacher has 10, Jacob Campbell with 9, and Austin Haley with 8. And Colby Taylor adds 2. That's all the scoring for the Bulldogs tonight. Aaron Pitt has 15 for Whitewright, and Kinnemar has 8. Camarillo has 5.
Back to action, 2:45 on the clock. How to inbound. Lankford looking for somewhere to go. Finds Fallbacher, who goes up with it. Is going to draw the foul on Daniels again. That's his 4th.
No, that's Daniels' second.
Oh, I thought that was his. Okay, that's his second. I thought he had 3 a moment ago.
No,
I guess we were talking about someone else. So that's his second foul. As Campbell will shoot it over in the corner to Austin Haley, right side, dribbling to the bucket. Posts up, off the glass. That's not off the glass. That's rim in and rim all the way through. And it's a 1-point game, 32-31, 2:28 on the clock. Down the other end is Whitewright. On the left wing, Ballard into the game. The ball gets away from Daniels. He recovers near the midcourt and kicks it over to Kinnemar. And Kinnemar now to Pitt. Camarillo is going to draw the foul on Jake Fallbacher, who reached around him a little bit there. And that's Fallbacher's first foul with 2:09 left to go in the third.
Whitewright coach was begging the ref for the foul, though. Begging.
Yeah, you could hear it almost.
Kinnemar will inbound to Pitt. Now left side. Long 3 by Camarillo. It's off the rim and no good. Into the arms of Fallbacher. Now Haley right side. $1:58 left to go in the third. Haley stops at right wing. Now in the corner to Lankford. Thought about the 3. Pulled it down. Fallbacher top of the key. 1:50. Haley left wing is going to drive to the bucket. He made him fall down. He made his defender fall down. Camarillo's ankles buckled as Haley took it to the rim.
He broke his ankles. Good move by Haley.
Pitt, now Camarillo to the bucket. He's going to draw the foul and off the glass and good. They could call it on several players, but it might be on Colby Taylor.
It's on Jacob. It's his 3rd.
Yikes. 1:32 left in the third. And Camarillo will put the exclamation point on that 3-point play. It's 35-33, Whitewright in the lead. 1:27 left to go in the third. Pass in the corner from Campbell to Haley. Haley drives the bucket, stops. Now to Colby Taylor, right elbow, Fallbacher for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Taylor. Back to Fallbacher, but it's stolen away. Fallbacher tries to save it. He ends up in the Whitewright bleachers. And Whitewright's going to have possession with 1:10 left to go in the third.
Good hustle there by Fallbacher. Good rebound there by Taylor. Couldn't retain possession.
Pitt will dribble to the right side. That's not Pitt, that's Kinnemar. And he'll dribble all the way to the bucket. Long pass, Pitt wide open. Long 3 off the back of the rim, no good, into the arms of Haley. Haley will dribble around Pitt as he crosses the line. Pitt ended up stealing it away from Haley. And now Kinnemar will bring it up with 47 seconds and a 2-point lead by Whitewright. He'll dribble to the middle, and Campbell comes down with a rebound as the runner was no good. 38 seconds. Campbell to the left wing. Campbell's going to drive the bucket. Spin, turn, pass. Lankford. And now back to Campbell. Left elbow off the front of the rim, no good. And now Pitt will bring it down. 25 seconds. He's quickly bringing it down. Austin Haley is going to be called.
It's a charge.
Austin Haley does it again. He does it again. It's like Jenna Honore all over again.
Whitewright refs crying to the ref. Whitewright coach crying to the ref again.
Haley does it again.
This game was meant for Haley to draw a charge. They're barreling down there. putting their head down and going toward the basket. And good job there by Austin Haley to get good position.
Ethan Lopez checks into the game. 22 seconds remaining in the third. Right now it's Faubacher, Haley, Taylor, Langford, and Lopez. Elo, that is. Elo will inbound as he waves to the student section. The officials are talking about something down here.
Looks like the Whitewright coach is trying to get an explanation for that call.
The officials are looking back, and now Jay Forsyth is talking to the official on the other end. As of right now, it's a charge against Kinnemer, or was that on Pitt? Is that the discussion, is who it's on?
Yeah, I believe so. It was on Aaron Pitt, number 2, easy call.
So that's who they called it on. And now Howe has the ball as Haley will bring it up with 20 seconds. Down by 2. Haley gets a pick from Faubacher. Another pick from Faubacher. And a foul is going to be called on Faubacher for a moving screen.
I don't know about that one.
No, either.
He was ran through by Caraway there.
That's his second. And Whitewright will have it with 13 seconds remaining. Pitt will bring it up, dribbling left-handed, guarded by Haley. And now a pass in the corner. Lob pass underneath, put it up off the glass as Haley's going to be called for a foul as Dunbar went up on the alley-oop off the glass on the runner, but it was no good, but he'll shoot as Haley was called for the foul. That's his third.
Haley was just underneath there, and he landed on him. I mean.
And Haley's making his case to the official. The shot's good, the first shot by Dunbar, and it's now a 3-point game. Dunbar's second shot's high arching off the back of the rim, no good. Pulled down by Evans, put right back up after a pass. A beautiful pass from Evans to Ballard, who put it right back up. Or Caraway, rather. And quickly, Whitewright has a 5-point lead.
Memory lapse by the Bulldogs. Didn't get a job of blocking out there, and they paid for it.
That was a big rebound and pass by Evans.
And an exclamation point to end the third quarter.
Yeah.
Evans has no points, but has been a big impact in this game with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. None bigger than that assist and that rebound right there.
How did he see him? That was a beautiful pass by Evans.
It was beautiful.
I mean, he grabbed it, turned around, and just, you know, almost like he had eyes in the back of his head. A beautiful pass.
We had some scoring that quarter with Whitewright scoring 20 and Howe scoring 15. It was only 18-18 at the half. So the third quarter, shots were falling for both teams.
So Howe's going to have to overcome a 5-point deficit heading into the final frame if they're going to see postseason play. Anybody's palms sweaty?
This is a
big quarter right
This is
here.
getting good. Did we ever find out how long it's been since Bulldogs have been to the playoffs?
Well, it's 3 years ago, 3
years ago.
seasons ago.
Okay.
Yeah, the 2017-18 team made the playoffs. That was Elijah Campbell and Noah Campbell's freshman year.
Okay.
Okay.
It was the last time Howe was in the playoffs.
Well, we need to the Bulldogs need to make the playoff Jacob Campbell's freshman year here.
You're going to have to outscore Whitewright by 6 in order to do it here in the final frame. So everybody, the starters are back on the floor for Howe. It'll be Campbell, Faubacher, Haley, Langford, and Taylor. For Whitewright, it's Pitt, Kinnemer, Evans, Dunbar. Is that it? Did I say? Oh, no, there's Caraway. And now in the corner to Caraway. They're trying to hit Pitt, but he wasn't there. Now Kinnemer up top to Evans. He drives the bucket, puts up the runner. That's no good. It's rebounded by Langford. Now to Haley. 7:44 on the clock remaining left to go in the game. Howe down by 5. Haley in the corner to Campbell. Campbell up top. Faubacher swings it over to Haley, left wing. Haley to the middle of the lane. Pulls up the jumper off the rim, off the glass, off the rim, into the net. It's a 3-point game.
Haley's been real aggressive here in the second half. Good job there on the pull-up jumper.
7:23, and this is Pitt driving through the lanes, going to draw the foul on Haley. That's 4. 7:20 left to go, and Haley is in serious foul trouble.
That was a little ticky-tacky, though. I mean, he was in great position, and Pitt just rose up and got the call there.
Mrs. Haley, I'm sorry if you can hear your son yelling up here. That was something he's probably not happy about. I'm just kidding. He was joking with me earlier. Told me to turn down the crowd mic so you couldn't hear him. First shot, no good. 38-35, 7:20 on the clock. Pitt will straddle the line again, and the second shot is good. It's a 4-point game. Langford inbound to Campbell. Campbell tries to get across the line. He's trapped. Has to have somewhere to go with it. The ball is swatted away, but it goes out of bounds, but it'll still be Howe's ball on the Howe side of the court. Well, they were trapping Campbell right there, trying to make him look like a freshman, but he didn't look like a freshman.
He was able to get it past 3 guys there.
Inbound, Elo to Campbell, 7:09 on the clock. Lopez is in for Haley. And Campbell's going to dribble to the right side, a pass underneath. This is Fallbacher. It's off the side of the rim and no good. Tried to be saved by Taylor, but he just launched it out of bounds. That was an errant shot by Fallbacher, way left. And with 6:55 left to go in the game, Howe trails 39-35. Aaron Pitt to bring it down. He'll switch with Kinnemer, guarded by Langford. And now left side. Dunbar is going to hand off to Caraway underneath. The ball swatted away by Campbell, and Whitewright will retain possession. Pitt to inbound. Dunbar underneath. And Evans is the safety valve. Actually, he'll come underneath. Now Caraway, head fake to the bucket, draws the foul on Elo. And that's Lopez's first foul.
That one was a foul, though, I'll be honest. He caught him on the way up pretty good.
No bias blizzard there on that one.
No.
Caraway's first shot is no good off the front of the rim.
For both teams, it's going to be key to be able to make free throws down the stretch.
Caraway's second shot rolls in, rolls out, rebounded by Fallbacher, who went way up for it. Here's Campbell to bring it down left side. Campbell underneath. They're going to call it. Campbell's going to actually draw. He drew that foul.
He did.
He actually hooks his defender at times, but the officials are able to somehow not see the hook, and they only see the foul. And Campbell's been very good at that over the course of this year and previous years.
He's a great ball handler. He handles the ball really well.
First shot is good, and it's a 3-point game. 6:27 left to go in the game. And Howe now within 3. Campbell trying to make it a 2-point game. And that one is good. Evans to inbound. No pressure from Howe as Pitt will walk it up with 6:24 left. 2-point game. Pitt will dribble to the left side. Now right elbows, Caraway, and in the corner, Kinnemer, guarded by Langford. He'll bring it up. Evans at the top of the key, guarded by Fallbacher. Now Pitt. He'll switch with Caraway, who switches with Kinnemer for 3, and that ball goes in. And Howe can't catch a break off the 3. 42-37, 6:01 on the clock. Campbell to bring it up right side of the court, looking for a pick from Fallbacher. And Campbell has it get away for a moment, back to Fallbacher. Right wing, back to Campbell, who dribbles to the right side a little bit. Tells Langford to post up in the corner, and he does. Fallbacher with a pass, an errant pass that's knocked away by Caraway, but it goes out of bounds, and Howe will retain possession. Got to watch your passes.
5:42 left in the game. You got to wonder how long will Coach Forsythe leave Haley on the bench with those 4 fouls.
Campbell, top of the key. Yeah, it's a good remark right there, as Elo's still in the game. Campbell, Fallbacher, right wing. Now Langford, top of the key. Langford to Campbell in the corner. He's going to drive to the elbow, put it up off the back of the glass, no good. The back of the rim. and it's rebounded by Whitewright on a 5-point lead. They'll bring it up with 5:14 on the clock. Kinnemer to the right wing, guarded by Langford. He'll switch positions with Caraway, drives to the bucket, puts it up off the rim, and no good. It rolls out of bounds, and Howe is going to have possession, and Dunbar's not happy about it, as Dunbar thought Whitewright should have the ball. But Howe's going to have it, and that answers your question right there, Justin White, as Austin Haley checks back into the game with 5:02 on the clock. He's got 4 fouls, got to be careful. You probably won't see the charge drawn from Haley anymore.
Howe got away with one there. That's Whitewright's ball.
And you got to wonder if once they Whitewright gets the ball, if Pitts can go right at Haley.
Campbell will bring it up left side of the court. Calls for Taylor to come up, set a pick. Haley in the corner. Backs up a little bit, left wing. Now to Langford, swings it on over to Campbell, right wing. Now top of the key to Faubacher. Drives to the middle of the lane, throws it up, off the glass, no good, but guess what? Faubacher draws the foul again.
Faubacher's making a living at going to the line. Evans cheated up there, and Faubacher saw a crease and went to the hole and drew the foul.
Caraway fouled out.
He drew the foul on Caraway, who slams his right fist into the chair 3 times. He is hot. And Faubacher will shoot with 4:37 left to go in the game, and that one is off the right side of the rim and no good. Got to capitalize on those free throws, young man. Bounces twice, bends his knees, the shot is up. That one's off the front of the rim and no good.
It's going to hurt.
4:34 left to go in the game, and you got to make your free throws. Howe down by 5. Pass by Pitt to the right side, and now Kinnemer to the right side. Dunbar thought about driving, picks it over to Pitt, who thought about a long 3, but handed it to Kinnemer. Kinnemer's going to try to hit Evans all the way across the lane, puts it up. That's no good, but he gets his own rebound. Haley tried to draw the charge, no call there. Whitewright somehow comes up with the ball underneath. Maybe that's your makeup call, and now they turn it around and give it to Howe.
Well, good job there by the official. He wasn't sure. He called it for Whitewright, then he confirmed with the other official, and he said, yes, it was off Whitewright. It's Howe's ball.
Howe down by 5 with the ball headed towards the far end. 4:01 on the clock. Campbell on the right side now dribbles to the middle of the court. Campbell kicks it over to Langford. Now back to Campbell. Somebody's got to start shooting the ball. Campbell at the top of the key. Guarded by Pitt. He'll drive to the bucket. Goes up, draws the foul. Actually, they call a charge on Campbell.
That's his 4th as well.
So both guards have 4 fouls with 3:44 left to go in the game. And some Howe fans are obviously not happy with that call. 3:44 left. Clock rolls, and Pitt will walk it up. Uncontested with Evans in the corner. And now Campbell will jump up on Evans, who throws it over to Kinnemer. Guarded by Langford. And they're going to start slowing things down. Daniels in the corner to Kinnemer. Guarded by Langford. 5-point game. And now back to Pitt, driving on Campbell. Not going anywhere, and now he flips it over to Kinnemer, and they just switch positions. 3:11 on the clock.
They're playing keep away here right now.
Now a pass back to Pitt near midcourt, and Pitt's going to bring it in the corner, go up on the runner, draws the foul. Actually, it's a charge. Pitt is called for a charge. Who drew that?
Eli Wilson.
Skyhook Sammy draws the charge.
Timeout.
With 2:59 on the clock, a timeout's been called, and Howe will trail by 5 as
and I honestly don't think that either charge that they just called was a charge. Eli Wilson wasn't even close to set, and on the other end, it looked like Dunlap was kind of moving still when Jacob Campbell did make contact with him.
You hear some fans going with the refs. Problem is, everybody's got masks on. You can't tell who's saying what.
Oh, these refs know.
I think you can tell.
They're looking right at him.
Well, the Howe crowd, again, a big crowd over here tonight. Student section is a pretty good little student section over here, too. They've got signs with the players' faces on them. So a lot of enthusiasm from the Howe students. You just hope there is some way with 2:59 left to go in the game, Howe can overcome this 5-point deficit. For these seniors to get in the playoffs would be monumental. That senior class has not been successful in any athletic sport at any point, at any time since they were 5 years old. And for them to have a chance to get in the playoffs, it will be something very, very special for the senior class of 2021.
It really would be.
So Langford will inbound to Campbell, and the clock will start at 2:58. Campbell across the line, guarded by Pitt. And he thought about the pass in the corner. Now Campbell, now in the corner to Langford. Langford, a bounce pass to Faubacher, guarded by Evans. Now to Campbell, right wing. He'll drive to the bucket. He's at right elbow, but bounces off a defender and going to draw the charge. Or actually, he's going to draw the foul, rather. I thought for a moment they were going to call a charge on him.
That's 4 on Dunlap as well.
So Campbell will toe the line with 2:38 left to go in the game, down by 5. Spins the ball, and the shot is good. How big would those free throws look right now from Faubacher?
And they need free throws right now because they're in kind of a little mini drought here offensively. They haven't been able to score here in a couple of minutes.
Campbell spins the ball. Second shot is nothing but net, and now we have a 3-point game. Howe showing press. Now to Pitt. Down the court. Daniels guarded by Eli Wilson. Now Evans underneath the Dunbar off the glass, and that's good. Back to a 5-point lead for Whitewright. 2:19 on the clock.
Evans makes the right pass every time.
It's a good passer. Campbell, top of the key. Trying to drive. Steps back, passes to Wilson. Now Faubacher for 3. Doesn't shoot it. Top of the key to Campbell. Campbell's going to drive again. This time he puts it up, draws the foul on Kinnemer.
No, it was on Pitt, I believe. And that's Pitt's third.
You are correct. I'm always wrong about foul. Who got the foul? I'm always wrong. And the Blizzard's always right. I've learned that very quickly. Exactly 2 minutes left to go in the game. Howe down by 5. Campbell to shoot again. This one is good. And Campbell so far is putting on a free throw clinic. 4-point game. Campbell dribbles twice, spins it, and that one's good too. Back to a 3-point game, and a timeout's been called.
Campbell's up to 15 now for the Bulldogs. Austin Haley has 14, Faubacher 10, and Colby Taylor 2. Aaron Pitt has 16, Dunlap 3, Caraway 2, Kinnemar 11, Camarillo 8. I'll get it right before the night's over. And Zarion Daniels with 4 for Whitewright.
Michael Mosier always, his kryptonite was names.
Michael Mosier. I used to love to go to Cook County because all those German names, and there's no way he could pronounce any of them.
What was the commercial he had for the?
Oh gosh, what was that?
I don't know. It will come to me soon, but he had hit a rough spot with the names. Dankenstater.
Yeah, Dankenstater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guillermo Dankenstater.
Yeah.
Something like that. All right, we got 2 minutes left in a 3-point game. Should be a classic finish here. Howe trails by 3. And you know Whitewright's going to try to stall this one out a little bit. A minute 52, minute 51. Pitt guarded by Campbell. And Pitt's going to make a move. Now to Kinnemer. Guarded by Langford. Stalling out towards the top of the near midcourt. Pitt back to Kinnemer. Kinnemer back to Pitt. At some time you got to think about fouling right here. Campbell with 4 fouls. And a long pass, and it goes out of bounds, and Howe's going to have possession and give the freshman the credit there. He was in the grill of Pitt, and it got away from Pitt, and he just heaved it.
And he did that with 4 fouls.
Campbell guarded by Daniels now in the backcourt. Got to get across, and he does. Quickly down the court. Drives to the left side. A spin pass to Langford. He gets away from him a moment, but he gets it right back. Fallbacher top of the key. 1:12 on the clock. Campbell dribbles on Daniels. A step back three. No call. No call. And Campbell misses it, and he's furious. Pitt back down the court. Cut off by Haley. A jumper in the middle of the lane is no good. Howe has it back into the arms of Wilson. Now to Haley. 50 seconds on the clock. Austin Haley had a lane to drive, and now he's going to do so. Right-handed off the glass, off the back of the rim. No good, but a foul is called.
Holds it on.
And he'll shoot. It's going to be called on Dunbar.
Dunlap's done. That's
Dunlap.
5. That is 5.
So Dunlap has fouled out.
I tell you, Austin Haley and Jacob Campbell are just putting the game on their backs, and they're just lowering their shoulder, lowering their head, and just going to the basket. Being aggressive.
Let's see if we get a fist punch to the chair on this one. He does not. He just calmly sits down.
Grabs his Gatorade calmly, though.
Unlike Caraway, who I thought he was going to flip chairs over here. Haley down by 3, shoots the first free throw to make it down by 2. 43 seconds left to go in the game, and Haley can bring it within 1. Couple of dribbles, and the shot is up, and it's a 1-point game.
That's 16 for Haley now tonight.
42 seconds on the clock. It may be foul time in Texas now. Pitt going to bring it down the court. What a great game this is. 35 seconds, guarded by Campbell. They're going to try to get Campbell's 5th foul.
Campbell and Haley cannot foul.
And now Faubacher will give the foul. That was smart.
That was his 3rd.
He has fouls to give, whereas Haley and Campbell do not. So shooting will be Camarillo with 28 seconds left to go. Whitewright with a 1-point lead.
Still a
Dribbles
1-1.
twice. The shot is up and good. Now it's a 2-point lead. Camarillo dribbles twice again. The shot is up, and the shot is off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Faubacher, who went way up, and a timeout, I believe, was called by Forsyth.
It was.
And Howe will take the timeout down by 2 with 27 seconds.
Faubacher went for a Texas-sized rebound. He got way up in the air.
I thought his head was above the rim.
It did look like it from this angle.
And he secured the double-double there with 10 points and 10 rebounds.
We just hope this isn't his final game and the rest of the seniors, as you want to be able to capitalize on this final 27 seconds. You just need 3 points. There's going to be a lot of action happen between now and the end of this game, you would think.
Okay, here's the question is, do you try to go for the last shot, or do you go ahead and go to the basket and get the 2 and try to play for overtime, play defense on the other end?
Do you think Whitewright would let you play for the last shot?
If I'm Whitewright, I foul.
Yeah.
I put them on the line and make them make the free throws, and then you have the last shot.
Well, put it in the hands of Austin Haley or Jacob Campbell if you can do that. They've hit their free throws down the stretch.
But also, if you're Howe, you kind of want to play for the last shot.
Well, if you can't get up for this one, you need to head down to Walgreens or something. 27 seconds left to go in the game. Howe down by 2. Langford to inbound. A press by Whitewright. They get it to Campbell. It gets away. A steal. And now in the corner, a fight for it. It goes out of bounds. Whitewright's possession.
Tee him up, ref!
It rolls off Whitewright and goes out of bounds. And Howe has possession somehow with 20.6 left to go in the game.
Whitewright coach is begging to the ref. Tee him up.
Langford trying to find somewhere to go, has Haley. Haley's got to get it across the line. He's going to dribble it himself behind the back. Now he's going to rotate across the line. 13 seconds.
This is the ball game right here.
Campbell to Faubacher, top of the key. Haley left wing. Haley's going to try to drive underneath Faubacher.
And he made it!
Let's go!
Let's go!
He puts it off the goal!
And was he fouled? He was fouled! And
it's a tie ball game with 2.2 seconds left to go. Faubacher will step on the line to try to win it.
Right here, boys.
Let's go!
A timeout has been called They'll try to ice Faubacher. 2.2 seconds left to go. It's tied. 45-45. A chance to go to the playoffs comes down to the line with Faubacher towing it.
Wow.
What a pass by Jacob Campbell as well to get the ball to Faubacher there.
It was a great job, by Campbell to get into the defense and the teeth of the defense, suck them in, and then just find Faubacher right underneath the goal. A good job by Faubacher to finish. And now the senior has a chance to put him into the playoffs for the first time in 3 years.
The student section erupted right there.
Monty, are you going to be okay is the question.
He's breathing hard over here, boys.
The knees are a little weak. Faubacher towing the line. Faubacher bounces twice, bends his knees, the shot is up.
He got it!
Good! He nailed it! He nailed it! He nailed it! He nailed it!
What a shot by Jake Faubacher, baby! Let's go!
Howe has a 1-point lead with 2.2 left to go.
It ain't over yet. Got to play defense. 2.2 seconds to go. You got to play defense. That's a long time for a guy like Pitt to get down the court and put up a heave.
We talked about Faubacher and those free throws early and how much they would have come back and how much those could have been used. But when it came time to do it,
Redemption.
he nailed it right down the middle.
It was perfect. Perfect.
Redeemed himself there.
To me, Howe has to press here. Press the inbound. Don't let him get a running start with 2 seconds.
Lord have mercy. I'm going to have a heart attack.
Don't foul, but press the inbound.
I think say guard the inbound passer.
Yeah, they need Zach up there on the inline passer, not down here. I think Zach needs to go up and be on the passer.
Yeah, no, get his tall body up there on the passer.
Zach DeFrange will stand in the middle of the paint down on the Whitewright end.
I believe Evans will try to – they're going to get the ball to Evans and make him make the pass.
Daniels looking to inbound to Pitt. Pitt's going to try to bring it up.
He
0
got a good
second,
look.
a long heave.
He made it! He made it!
Whitewright! I don't believe what
And
I just
Whitewright
saw!
storms the
He
court.
shot it from half court, and it went off the glass and in. Whitewright celebrates. I do not believe this. I cannot believe this.
Whitewright
Aaron Pitt
storms
has
the
done
court.
that against Howe his whole life.
He
From
really
youth
has.
league to middle school and now varsity, he ends the career of the class of 2021 basketball. I do not believe what I just saw as Aaron Pitt shot it from just inside midcourt, off the glass into the net, and Whitewright wins 48-46, and they're going to name a street after him.
Oh, my gosh.
He just straight banked it in.
And Faubacher sat down at midcourt with his hands over his head into his lap. God bless him.
Jacob Campbell is letting Coach Jay have it over here, though. I will let y'all know that from center court, just chewing on him.
Wow. It was slow developing there at first, but
You got to press the inbound. I don't know why you're playing off coverage there.
I don't understand why Pitt didn't have someone in his face.
They were afraid to foul.
I think they're afraid to foul.
Yeah.
Call a foul on the three.
Well, I've lost my voice.
What a game.
This one's going to sting. Good gosh.
I do not believe the ending
What
of this.
a
I just
game.
cannot believe it came down to a last-second heave.
And he made it.
That's just crazy. It's crazy. What a way to finish. God bless those kids. God bless those kids.
What a game.
Unbelievable finish. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What a game.
Unbelievable.
You had the key free throw made by Faubacher at the end. Thought he could seal it, and they go a last-minute second heave. My gosh.
You can't let him get the ball there.
Wow.
Well, guys, I don't know.
I don't know what to say either. I don't know how to.
I don't know how. Wow.
Just shocking. shocking finish. Blake, have you got stats?
Yeah, I guess I got them here. I don't know how to.
How to
All right.
compose yourself now?
Aaron Pitt, 19 points, the crazy half-court three-pointer at the buzzer. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Xavier Dunlap, 3 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. He fouled out late in the fourth quarter. Caden Caraway, 2 points, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. He fouled out in the fourth quarter. Riley Evans, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. No points, but he was a very good player tonight for Whitewright. Caleb Kinnemar, 11 points and a rebound. Jerem Carlilio, 9 points and 2 rebounds. Zarion Daniels, 4 points. Austin Haley for the Bulldogs, 16 points. Jacob Campbell, 16 points. Jake Fallbacher, 13 points and 10 rebounds. He made the go-ahead free throw with 2.2 seconds left. Colby Taylor, 2 points, 6 rebounds. Cameron Lankford, 2 rebounds. Eli Wilson, a rebound and a steal for the Bulldogs here tonight.
Guys, I think that's going to do it.
Yeah, I think there's
so
a lot to
too.
say right
Maybe
now.
we'll have we'll try to bring you some playoff baseball or softball, or maybe we'll bring you a playoff or just a regular season game if we can. We'll figure it out. But this one's going to be tough. I've lost my voice, so I'm not crying. It's just cracking because I've lost my voice. But I tell you what, it's no secret. My stepson is Jake Fallbacher. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of
Should be, too.
what he did tonight at the free throw line to give his team every chance in the world. I'm very proud of him and the young man that he is and what he is going to be in his life. I'm proud of all of the seniors. We're going to miss Colby Taylor. We're going to miss Cameron Lankford, miss Noah Campbell. You just hate that it's over for those guys there's many of driveway foundations that they've all cracked trying to get better at the game of basketball, and it's a hard day when it's over. So for everyone who's been a part of this one, including Carson Grogan, Justin White, the Blizzard, Blake Burnett, I'm Monty Walker. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.